I just took a short break from my favorite game, and now I'm always losing. Does that sound like you? Do you really forget your gaming skills when you take a break? Can you get them back? Let's talk about it. Many gamers face the dilemma of losing touch with their skills after taking a break, leading to frustration and decreased confidence. It's like you've been playing your favorite game for months, and then suddenly life gets in the way, and you have to step away for a while. When you come back, you're faced with the daunting task of rebuilding your skills from scratch. This can be a really discouraging experience, especially if you're used to being good at the game. You start to wonder if you've lost your touch, or if you're just not cut out for gaming anymore. It's a fear that many of us can relate to, and it's exactly what we're going to tackle in this video. The truth is, taking a break from gaming can affect your skills in many ways. You might struggle to remember key strategies, or find it hard to execute complex maneuvers. It's like your brain and body are out of sync, and it can be really frustrating. When we think about gaming skills, we tend to focus on the physical aspects, like hand-eye coordination and reaction time. But the truth is, a big part of gaming is mental. It requires focus, concentration, and strategy. And when we take a break, these skills can start to deteriorate. So you feel out of touch, so you start frantically changing settings or changing sensitivity in hopes of fixing it. Stop doing that right now. You are making it worse. Go back to your original sense and settings. This is where muscle memory comes in. When we perform a task over and over, our brains create a kind of autopilot mode, where our bodies can execute the task without us even thinking about it. But when we take a break, this muscle memory can start to fade, making it harder to get back into the swing of things. Cognitive load is another important factor. This refers to the amount of mental effort required to perform a task. When we're gaming, our brains are working overtime to process information, make decisions, and react to stimuli. But when we take a break, our brains can get rusty, making it harder to handle the cognitive load of gaming. To elaborate on this, think of riding a bike. If you haven't done it in a while, it takes a bit to get the hang of it, but you never forgot how to ride. Here's the key insight. While you may feel rusty at first, many gamers find that their skills come back quicker than expected. This is because our brains are wired to remember patterns and habits, even if we haven't practiced them in a while. In fact, a lot of pro gamers say that sometimes taking a break can even help you with burnout, or help you break through your skill ceiling as you come back with new motivation and energies. One strategy to ease back into gaming is to start with smaller, more manageable goals. Instead of diving right back into the thick of things, try setting some achievable targets for yourself, like completing a certain level or achieving a specific score. This can help build your confidence and get you back in the zone. Key word here, confidence. Being confident in your decisions and movement is the determining factor for how well you perform in the game. Now, remember how I said keep your original sense and settings? That's for two reasons. One, it helps your muscle memory get back the feeling for the game. Two is it lets you focus on this little exercise I want to tell you about. Switching between a game like Fortnite and Valorant feels like going to a whole other world, even though they are both shooting games. The reason for that is the pace of the game and how fast things happen on screen. So going back to Valorant makes you spray, which is bad, and makes you whiff all the time. But you were doing fine before playing the other game, right? Your sense isn't the problem. You want to focus on sticking to the basics of the game. If you feel like you need to stop spraying but can't, force yourself into using a single shot weapon. If you are moving too much while shooting, consider holding an angle standing still. The other issue, just like I said, is the pacing of the game. I promise you that your main problem now is losing focus. Fortnite doesn't require the same kind of concentration Valorant does, and now, when you load into a game, your eyes have a hard time focusing on the center of the screen and can't keep up with the pace. You can try a few of these exercises, which might help you. I used them myself to get back into Volo recently. One very helpful way is warming up in practice and focusing on the center of the screen and movement of the game. After that, play a round or two without any sounds, mute the audio completely. That creates a certain sensory deprivation, and when you don't have one of your basic senses, the others are heightened. So by playing a few matches without audio, your eyesight will work overtime to compensate for the lack of sound. Don't look at your score during this exercise, as the point is to help your eyes focus and move with the game, not winning. Another approach is to focus on the fundamentals. Instead of trying to pick up where you left off, go back to basics and practice the core skills of the game. This can help you rebuild your foundation and get back to your old self in no time. Finally, don't be too hard on yourself. It's normal to feel a little rusty after taking a break. But with practice and patience, you can regain your edge. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about having fun and enjoying the game. And you aren't in this alone. I'm grinding Valorant until I get all my skills back, so we are on this journey together. Thank you all for watching the video. Please consider liking and subscribing, as it lets me know you guys are enjoying the videos and want to see more. Comment down below what videos you want to see next, and I'll see you all in the next dimension. Bye-bye!